Hi, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about energy management systems and the seamless integration between Acuity and third-party energy storage systems. We're so excited to talk to you about our EMS solution today. First, what we're going to do is have Bob answer a few questions, and then Jerome is going to give us a demo. So we'll start with Bob. Bob, I was curious, how can energy arbitrage through Acuity help to optimize energy costs?
Yeah, so energy arbitrage allows business to take advantage of scheduling. So we can, with our system, optimize time to change energy storage. For example, during the uptake, we are discharged. We are charging the battery, and during of the off peak, we are basically charging the storage. And there's a large market for energy arbitrage scheduling right now. With all of the features we've added in our EMS system, we can monitor minimum, maximum state of charge. We can also enable or disable our arbitrage system, so you are not locked into our scheduling. We can schedule 2 years in advance, and our system is very flexible and can work with any third-party platform to implement arbitrage for their EMS system. The additional PVC to our standard EMS, we are able to implement demand reduction and peak shaving. We are not offering tariffs or any financial solution, but currently we are working with third-party partner who is closely work in this part of the business. And they're basically the whole business strategy is tariff and financial solution. The majority, the flexibility of our system allows to work with a lot of system like the system I mentioned. I think it's a big advantage for Acuity and address energy EMS solution.
Thanks, Bob. I was also curious, what are some of the benefits of having seamless integration between Acuity and third-party storage systems?
Yeah, so in many ways, we are one of the few companies are able to monitor, control basically DAS or SCADA using a PID, open PID loop or closed PID loop and compatible with a lot of different platforms. We can work with solar storage, microgrid. You cannot find a lot of company outside do all of these things in one single platform, which is our Acuity. Our Acuity is very modular. When we send Acuity to customer, we can send a whole solution with our medium volt switchgear, which is Clear Sky, which include a UL 508 certified panel, or we can just simply send a CPU. It depends on the size of the site. We're having a different CPU, can be a tiny computer or just a large SCADA scale CPU, and basically retrofit the existing system. Our platform also support different protocols. It's not just traditional Modbus, it support DMP3 and OPC UA as well. And we are able to implement our system to the very small side as a couple of 100 devices to the largest one, I believe, is 30,000 devices. So again, that flexibility bring a lot of different project is compatible with our platform. In addition, our model does not require to pay for additional user or reports. So when you have the license for Acuity, your annual license, we have a different tier based on this size of your facility, but we are not charging based on how many reports you want, how many users you want using our platform. So that's a big another advantage we are having in our platform. Also, our API does not require any coding, which is very nice and handy. We have a lot of customers using our API system to sending data to their platform or their UI.
Thanks, Bob. I can really see the benefits in that. Now, some people may also be curious, in what ways is Acuity compatible with industry standards such as IEEE 1547?
Yeah, first of all, I want to talk a little bit about what is IEEE 1547-2018. So basically, this is standard defined to technical specification and requirement for interconnection and interoperability of DER, uh, such as solar panels, wind or energy storage system with the EPC and typical of the distribution level. Also, IEEE 5047-2018 is this standard basically either adopted about 40% of the utility or they are in the process to adopting this standard. So it's the future of DR interconnection standard. And again, this standard is not a law or rule. Is any like any other standard is the recommendation, so people can implement to their system. And our Acuity and our EMS basically, with adding the PPC to our platform, which is the option for our EMS, and with that implementation, give a great tools to any system want to implement IEEE 1547 to their system. That is standard. So basically, we are tools. Everyone want to implement this standard to their system. They can use Acuity or our EMS system.
Thanks for walking us through that, Bob. And I have one last question for you. What are the advantages of using Acuity's built-in reporting features for any BMS platform and business system integration?
I think one of the most popular feature we have is our API doesn't need or doesn't require any coding. It makes so easy on customer side. And we are very flexible in sending report to any third party. We can use API and send report through FTP or SFTP. Basically, we have a customer who wants to use our system and another system working in parallel. And you cannot find a lot of competitor of us able to do that, but we are simply can implement the feature for over 100 site for even one single customer. And that kind of flexibility, I would say, is the most benefit of using our platform. We make it easy for customer to use our platform, and I think that is one of the most advantage to using our EMS system.
Thank you, Bob, for answering those questions. Now, we have been developing our EMS platform for a number of years, and our user interface enables a variety of functions depending on the battery. Next, Jerome is going to show you some examples of functionalities that we can display on our user interface, which depend on the underlying hardware. Jerome, can you walk us through some of that?
Yeah, sure. Let me share my screen real quick. All right, so the first site that I will show you guys is just a basic EMS. There's no PV, just a single battery that we are communicating with. And so we actually have a variety of features that I will walk you guys through today. So one of the first features is just basic monitoring. You can see state of charge, power, all the things that you need. Operation mode. So as long as monitoring, we also allow controls. You could set different operation modes. Scheduling is a big feature that we offer. So in Acuity, you could schedule discharge and charge based on different months, days, weekdays. We allow a variety of options, and you can download them. So if you had 10 sites that wanted to use the same schedule, you could download the schedule and upload it to different sites. It's very helpful. Yeah, so we also allow setting demand targets. So this is a demand reduction target. So for the month of May, it's 260, and June, 270. And these are all configurable after the fact as well. So they come in very handy. So this is an example of just our basic EMS. We also allow EMS and PV. So we could do PV monitoring as well as EMS monitoring. So we can fit many needs of the customer. So this is an example of that. We also allow utility scale EMS systems. So let's say you have multiple batteries and you need to monitor them. And this is a good example of that. So each one of these units has a BMS and a PCS, a battery and an inverter. And then you can control them on the unit level, like set a set point. Then you could also control on the block level, which would actually set points for all of the batteries inside its block. So this is a good example of managing multiple batteries on a site. So this one in particular has no scheduling, but there's a lot of cool features, like you can maintain site power factor and state of charge balancing. And again, it all really depends on the battery and the requirements for the site that we are implementing for. But yeah, here's a good example of 3 sites.
Hey, Jerome, I have a question about NERC compatibility of our system. A lot of people care recently about that. Can you tell if our system is going to be compatible with NERC?
Yeah, sure, Bob. So actually, Acuity is run on edge computers at your site, so it could run in a completely isolated environment. So it has all of the foundation blocks to become NERC compliant. So our system definitely can help you achieve that.
Our system is a tool, and people can use this tool to be NERC compatible, correct?
Yes.
That's great. Thank you.
Bob.
Well, Bob and Jerome, thank you so much for walking us through this. We're so excited to show you about these EMS solutions, and I hope you enjoyed learning about them.